It's game number 1 of the boys high school basketball season, and it's on TV3. Union County's Patriots come to Spartan Bowl and meet the Spartans. It's the game of the week on TV3. Welcome to Spartan Bowl in Connersville and the high school basketball game. Not any game, but the beginning of the 2017-2018 season. Hi everybody, with Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schoma. Welcome you to TV3's coverage of the Union County Patriots and Connersville Spartans game. Ron, this game fans have been waiting for since last March.
Oh yeah, definitely. Whenever the season ends, you look forward to this game. This is a tradition, not just for our school, but for Union County. They actually walk from Liberty, from their school, to the bowl here, and I got to tell you, it's exciting. You can cut the electricity with a knife. Hoosier hysteria has returned.
There are more than 5,000 people here in Spartan Bowl, one of the finest high school gymnasiums there is anywhere. Jesse Moses is beginning his first year as head coach at Union County, and we spoke with him a few minutes ago about his team and tonight's game. Jesse, congratulations on being named head coach at Union County.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
How many years were you the assistant?
8 years. 8 years, since 2009.
Well, then you know these guys that you're coaching here tonight.
Oh yeah, I've known most of them since they're in 4th grade. I've got to see them grow up, be into the young men that they are, so I'm excited to lead them now.
Feel an advantage over when you're the head coach and you've been the assistant because you don't have to learn a new system.
Yeah, it has been. It's been smooth, and I'll give our guys the credit that their dreams and their approach, what they want to accomplish, hasn't changed any. Just a new face in the driver's seat, but we're still going.
And you were named during the summer, weren't you?
Yes, sir. Late June, but we were running things in the summer anyways, with the hope or expectation that we were going to take over.
You're replacing Mark Detweiler, and I know we want to wish Mark the best of luck at Delta.
Yes, sir. He's a good friend, mentor, taught me a lot, gave me an opportunity here. So, yeah, I'm super appreciative of everything he's done for me personally and for this program.
Let's talk about this team. You only lost one through graduation, didn't you?
Yep, Logan Sanford. Now, he was our second all-time leading scorer, but, yeah, we're old. We're old and we're ready to go.
Those are big shoes to fill, I know, but you had a lot of guys to choose from, didn't you?
Yeah, we have a lot of weapons, and we have a group of guys who don't care who gets the glory, and that's a good recipe for us. We're a lot of guys who just want for their brother, and so we've had a good preseason here. We're hoping it translates.
You won 13 games, lost 13 last year. 2 of those victories came during the sectional until you lost in the title game to Northeastern. So these guys have got a lot of experience.
Yeah, we played in a lot of big games. That's something we've talked about. Playing in an atmosphere like this, playing in big games, it's the expectation at Union County, and that's been set before I was here, and then we're just trying to continue it.
What are the attributes you're looking for from a player when you're putting your team together?
Their approach, and we talk about it. Your goals don't mean anything unless you have an approach. So we look for guys who have the approach that they want to get better every day. They're willing to get pushed by them and their teammates, and so that's mindset. How do they approach every day? That's the big thing for us.
Who's helping you coach at Union County?
Well, I have Roger Bowling, who's been here since, 1870. Ryan Bratton, Donald Burrows, and Alex McCool. Now, we got a good staff.
The team is warming up behind us here. Who are your starters tonight, Jesse?
For varsity, our starters will be Cam Sanford, Mason Miller, Preston Scott, Cam Donovan, and Derek Durth.
You're playing in the Tri-Eastern Conference, is that it?
Yes, sir.
What are some of the teams that you're meeting?
Northeastern's still the champs until somebody knocks them off. Then Hagerstown, Centerville, Tri, Union City, Winchester, and then Knightstown was at it this year as well.
A lot of good teams.
Oh yeah, every night it's a grind out conference. It's the Big Ten. You can't have a bad night and expect to win.
What's your strategy tonight against Connersville, a team that lost 3 players through graduation, 3 starters?
Beat them. That's the number one. That's the strategy. We think we screen well. We think we're versatile. We think we have a lot of guys who can do a lot of things, and we play well quick. So we're going to try to do some of that.
There a lot of unknowns, though, when you go against a team that's kind of rebuilding.
Yeah, and first game, this atmosphere is what it is here. To come and play and what is Indiana basketball and everything that it is. And then being first game, no film, no anything. It's about you a lot of times. I know Kerry feels the same way. He's worried about what his guys can do. We're worried about what we can do, and hopefully we put on a good show for everybody.
I know you want your kids to play smart, play hard. That's all you can ask.
Yes, sir. That's if they give us everything they got, we're happy.
Have a wonderful season, Jesse, and thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
For the Spartans, head coach Kerry Brown begins year number 9 at Connersville and has a 123-1 and 76-loss record. Last season, the Spartans won 27 games and lost 2, the best record of any team in Indiana. Won 7 overtime games, also a record. Won a second straight conference title and a second straight sectional. We spoke with him about this year's team and tonight's opponent. Coach, you lost 3/5 of your team from last year, your starting 5. How's the rebuilding going?
Well, I'm finding out what it's like to be without the experience that we've had, not just last year, but those guys were around the year before, and some of them played even the year before that. So, that's just part of it. We were rewarded while they were here for those many years, and now it's another group, and we've got to move on and get this next group ready. We do have a little bit of return experience with our point guard, Garrett Silcott, coming back, and then Noah Belt is going to be a 3-year varsity player, and Garrett's actually going to be a 4-year letterman this year.
What do you think of your team right now? What questions do you want answers from?
Well, beyond the experience that we have in those first 2, we're short on experience, and the only way to get it's to play. The other 3 kids that will start tonight, Wes Smith, Braxton Reveley, and Dalton Lee, have all played a little bit. Some of them a little more, and some of them a little less varsity experience. But we have no one coming off our bench right now that has played 1 second of varsity basketball. So it is what it is. We've got good kids. Our kids work hard, and we're going to get them experience on the run starting tonight.
Union County comes to town with some height.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of size. We're pretty small in our starting lineup right now. I think Wes Smith is our biggest guy at 6'2", but we've got a little size coming off the bench. Jacob Brown's 6'6", and then Drew Shirk's 6'4". So it'll probably be that way about every game. We'll probably not be the biggest team. I mean, we lost 6'6", 6'4", and 6'3" from last year's team, and we'll just have to work that much harder to box out and have really good positioning on the boards.
What kind of speed will you have, Coach?
Well, I hope since we're going to be a little smaller, we'll have good team quickness. I think we will be, at least as far as the starting lineup goes. We'll have a quicker starting lineup than we did last year.
You put a lot of emphasis on defense.
Well, if we're not making shots, and you never know how we're going to come out tonight, but, we've already told the boys that, there's one constant, and if we're not scoring on offense, we can still win games if we defend well and finish possessions with rebounds, and we really believe that. If the ball's not going in the basket at a high percentage, we want to be able to win games when we're not able to shoot a high percentage. And then when you shoot a high percentage and you play good defense, those are the easy games.
You're going to continue to go the motion offense?
We'll run basically motion, but we've got some set plays sprinkled in for our personnel, and then we'll continue playing man defense unless something changes right now.
You're taking on a Union County team that only lost 1 guy through graduation, so they have a lot of experience.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a really good year over there. Let's hope it doesn't start until after tonight, but you're right. They can go 8 or 9 deep with a lot of experience. They only lost the Sanford kid, and while he was a really good player,
yes.
They've got everybody else coming back.
Has your practice sessions this week been okay?
Yeah, we've practiced pretty good. We had a good summer with these guys. We've had a pretty good preseason. We scrimmaged up at Knightstown. We've had a red-white scrimmage. Obviously, we've got a lot of things to work on. We've got kids from 3 different teams making up our varsity right now. A kid from the freshman team last year, kids from the JV, and then holdovers from our varsity. So the big thing is, other than playing hard and competing, is just getting all these guys on the same page.
You can tell when a kid is physically ready. How do you tell if he's mentally ready?
Well, I think when you're comfortable at the speed of the game, and that only comes from experience. Garrett's going to be comfortable out there tonight because he's a 4-year letterman. Noah Belt's going to be comfortable out there tonight because he's been there and done that. I think probably the only way that a kid really gets comfortable is by having those experiences, and we're short in that area.
Garrett will be your point guard. I know you're hoping he's the sixth man on the floor.
Well, he's going to be our point guard, but he's also going to be our scoring guard. We need him and Noah to step up and, up their scoring average from last year, and then we don't care who the other guys are. Wes actually led us in scoring in our scrimmage, but we need 3 consistent threats on the floor, and if we have that, then we'll be okay.
Coach, have a great season and a great game tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Ron, give us the starting fives for tonight's team.
I tell you what, for the first time in a long time, Fran, I would say that Union County actually has the height advantage for our sports for the visiting Union County Patriots. They are led by Preston Scott. He's a 5'8 senior. He's number 12. At the other guard position is a 6'1 senior, number 22, Mason Miller. And in the front court for the Union County Patriots, Cameron Sanford. He's a 5'7 junior. He's number 10. Cameron Donovan is a 6'5 senior, number 20. And Derek Durth is a 6'1 senior. He's number 42. And for the Connersville Spartans, they are led by 6'1 senior, number 12, Garrett Silcott at one of the guard positions. Braxton Reveille is a 5'9 senior, number 14. He's at the other guard position, and rounding out the trifecta of guards for the Connersville Spartans is 6'1 junior, number 30, Noah Belt. And the front court for the Spartans, they are led by Dalton Lee, 6' senior, number 22, and Wes Smith is a 6'2 senior, number 32. The Spartans, again, Kerry said that he doesn't have anybody on the bench who has any playing time, varsity experience at all. That may come back to haunt him, but it also may be his little get out of jail free card as far as Union County's never seen him, so that might be his little trick.
This is going to be a very interesting ball game.
It is, and I tell you why it's going to be an interesting game, Fran, is that last year the Spartans were 27-2. I mean, we were the king of the conference for the last couple of years. We haven't lost in this sport in over about a year and a half. I think Mount Vernon was the last game we lost a couple of years ago. We lost we lost a legend in Grant Smith, Bo Isaacs as well. Bo Isaacs was a freshman phenom, so we lost those 2 key players. And there's a lot of question marks around the Spartans. But again, I feel like these question marks are going to be answered very quickly tonight. Garrett Silcott is more than a capable leader of this team. Noah Belt's right behind him. And Wes Smith, believe it or not, he's a kid that gets overlooked a lot. He'll shine. I don't have any worries about these kids because, again, under the leadership of Garrett Silcott, he's going to lead them.
Grant Smith and Bo Isaacs last year averaged 30 points a game, those two kids.
Yeah, that's definitely hard to replace. It's very hard to replace. But we have to remember that, Kerry Brown's signature is his defense. And Dalton Lee and Braxton Reveille last year, they played phenomenal defense.
Yes.
They were outstanding. Braxton Reveille was often, he was giving up 5, 6, 7 inches to the guys that he were playing against. He plays like he's 7 foot tall. Dalton Lee is a very fast defender. He's very quick. We are a very fast team, and I believe that our speed can counteract the height of Union County. Again, we got to play the game, and I really believe that the Spartans, again, lots of questions, but again, they'll be answered tonight. This team, I think, is very good.
I believe in every ball game the Spartans play this year, they're going to be the shorter team, but I don't think these kids are going to be intimidated by height.
Oh, not at all. I mean, we saw last year many times Garrett Silcott, we saw him many times when he would drive. I mean, he would get the ball under the opposing basket and drive all the way. I mean, this kid has no fear whatsoever. He even got a tooth knocked out last year and he wanted to come back and play that game. But the next game came back and drove. I mean, again, that kid has no fear at all. I tell you, somebody who surprised me again towards the end of the year last year was Noah Belt. He started driving as well. He's an outside threat. Again, Wes Smith, he's the guy who has the height. He has the strength. But again, I go back to our aces in the hole, and that is Braxton Reveille and Dalton Lee. Those guys are great defenders. They're going to make up in defense what we lost in offense.
Tonight's officials are Brian Voss from Milan, Ron Jopes from Batesville, and Bill Brinkman from Cincinnati. Those are the officials working tonight's first ball game of the season here at Spartan Bowl in Connersville. The Union County Patriots come to town to take on the Spartans in this annual season starter. Union County last won at Spartan Bowl in 2010. That was a 49-41 victory for the Patriots. In tonight's first ball game, the JV team Junior Spartans lost 41-34 to the Union County JV team, and Ron, fouls really were a prominent factor in that ball game. The Spartans fell behind, and they had to keep fouling, and Union County wouldn't cooperate with Connersville and missed the free throws.
Oh,
they kept making them.
Yeah, they kept making the free throws. Again, we've talked about that many times where we've seen us win or lose at the free throw line. Union County, unfortunately, sunk their free throws, and that was the deciding factor. Connersville was down at one point 25-8 late in the third quarter, 25-8. You know, and they just weren't playing well at all. As you see, the Spartan right there getting the faithful all fired up in this annual tradition. But again, that was one of those games where, you know, we could have folded over one in the fourth quarter. But those boys, JV, they fought hard, and you know, you got to give them credit for coming back the way that they did. And you know, that's going to translate over here to the varsity because it's the same bloodline, and these guys do not, without question, ever give up. And again, I'm excited about this season for these Spartans led by Garrett Silcott.
As you can hear, a lot of roaring going on here at Spartan Bowl, a lot of cheering as the Spartans come back onto the floor, and we are just about ready for the introduction of the lineups and the teams for the benefit of the 5,000 plus people here at Spartan Bowl.
I tell you, it's always exciting, you know, every time we see each other in the offseason. You know, Sammy Harvey, he knows exactly how many days it is from the last game of the season to today, and it's finally here, and it's exciting. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We're thankful for a lot of things, and again, I've said this before, and I want to say it again. We are very, very thankful to be able to play this game in this facility. It is a legendary facility. It was the starter of all the bowls throughout the country.
Yes.
We were the first. And, you know, as you hear the boos of Union County, they always come out and they try to claim and try to suffocate our – don't they know that guy's carrying a sword? I mean, come on. But, again, it's a rivalry that dates back for years and years and years. Union County, you know, again, you mentioned 2010, Carey's second season. Before that, I think it was in the 80s when they won. So, you know, if you know, we go by that, they have another 25 years to go until they win. But again, they're coming in here, and they always feel like they're going to walk out of here with a victory. You got to like the attitude of the Union County Patriots. They don't care what the record is against Connersville. They're coming here to win.
Union County will be in their traveling blue uniforms, and the Spartans will be in their home whites, of course. Spartan Warrior is on the floor. Connersville warming up at the north basket here at the bowl.
You know, again, I'm very surprised, you know, looking at these kids here at Union County. I mean, they look much bigger than what's listed on paper.
Yes, they do.
You know, and again, that is, you know, that right there, you know, bodes well because, you know, we had a height, you know, last year we had some teams that we you know, were taller against. But again, I really believe we have a lot of speed, and Garrett Silcott's one of the quickest players on the floor. Dalton Lee's always usually one of the fastest players on the floor. Braxton Reveley the same way. You know, get them inside, collapse that defense, get their bigs in foul trouble. That's what I would do. But again, Kerry Brown knows his team better than we are, and again, I expect these guys to walk out of here with a victory.
Union County is a veteran team, as we talked with Coach Moses about them. They lost one starter from last year, but he was a good one. He was a guard and their leading scorer, so they had some holes to fill.
Yeah, you know, again, every time, you know, this is not like professionals where, you know, you pretty much have the same core of guys for a long time. I mean,
that's
you
right.
know, teams change all the time with graduation. You get kids that surprise you and JV who move on up. So, you know, again, you got to adjust on the fly at times. And, you know, again, I really believe that this team, you know, again, the question marks coming in is what type of team are they without Grant and without Bo? What type of team are they? And I tell you, they're going to be the same tough team. They're going to be the same non-quitters. I mean, these kids are going to play their hearts out. And, you know, again, I really believe Garrett Silcott is a formidable leader for this team, and he's going to surprise people.
Well, I'm like you. I'm impressed with Garrett's ability to jump. I mean, we saw him grab rebounds last year, rebounding against much taller team.
Yeah, and again, that's fundamental basketball, Fran. Whenever you out-rebound the taller teams, that's fundamental. You know,
yes.
you get the position. And again, Kerry Brown's a fundamental coach. He plays to the strengths of the team, also fundamental. So, you know, very, very impressed with Kerry over these 9 years. Looking forward to this game.
They're getting ready for the public press announcer, Bob Beeson, to announce the lineups and teams for the game tonight. Ron, last year we saw Grant Smith dunk the ball several times, and that brought the people out of their seats, and Garrett Silcott did too.
Yeah, Garrett, I tell you what, he's got some springs too. He's not as tall as Grant. He's 6'1", but there in the sectional, the very last game, he ran down and slammed one. So, I'd like to see him, get some breakaways and bring this roof down with the slam.
I won't be surprised if we don't see Garrett dunk the ball.
Oh, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Again, he's one of those hard-nosed players. He can hit you from outside. He can drive and collapse the defense. Again, one of those players that, he's a 5'12" player. He's an all-around player.
The announcement for the team from Union County, and they have a lot of people here tonight. Their fans of Union County are located at the north end, and they come around the northwest corner. So there are a lot of people from Union County here.
You mentioned that. That's their 6th player right there. Union County, they bring it on, and here we go.
Lights go out, and now the Spartans will be introduced.
This time we ask everyone to rise. Please remove your hats as we honor America. Tonight, our national anthem played by the CHS Pep Band.
Pre-game is over, and this game is seconds or minutes away at the most from starting as the officials are coming onto the floor.
Anticipation, Fran, I tell you what, we've talked about this in years past, nerves and the way you control those nerves, that is a factor in this ball game as well as the Spartans, again, they're out here first time in front of the faithful all season long, coming off that sectional championship last year and the year before. They got something to prove because Grant's not out there, neither is Bo.
Donovan Cameron is 6'5" senior, or Cameron Donovan, rather. He's number 20. He'll be jumping center. And for the Spartans, it'll be number 32, Wes Smith.
Smith giving up 3 or 4 inches on that, and
Here's
he got
the
it.
tip controlled by Connersville. Still caught in backcourt, moves it across the timeline. Smith out to Belt. Nowhere's number 30.
Yeah, no reason for the Spartans to be excited trying to force issue. Again, here we go, a drive.
Driving the baseline, and Silcott loses control of the ball, and the turnover gives it over to Union County.
Yeah, that was a nice drive there from Garrett, but nice defense from Union County, and they're trying to go inside early. And that was good defense from the Spartans.
There's a pass to teammate number 20 under the basket, but he falls down and scoots out of bounds, and each team with a turnover now.
Yeah,
the Spartans get the ball in backcourt and bring it across the timeline.
Looked like
Here's
Garrett
still caught the point guard, number 12.
On that replay, looked like Garrett kind of pushed away a little bit, but nonetheless, it was good defense because there was no call. Saw Garrett drive earlier, Fran, that first possession. Find out if they'll do it again. Well, he will. I mean, he's got that opportunity. He's going to go.
Belt is the ball handler. Nowhere's number 30. Here comes Silcott. Good man-to-man defense by this Union County team, and overguarding by one of the guys in blue. And the first foul of the ball game is a number 12, Preston Scott.
Yeah, when you're dealing with that speed of Garrett Silcott, Fran, it's very hard to not overguard because you want to do too much to try to stop him.
That's right.
And Scott there for Union County got called for it.
Spartans put the ball in play. Off the fingertips of Wes Smith, and it rolls out of bounds. Another turnover gives the ball to Union County. Here come the Patriots. Number 10 brings it up court. Cameron Sanford. He's only 5'7".
Yeah, he's one of those guys watching him out there. He knows how to hit it from outside. Watching him during the pregame, he was, dead on.
Ball worked around, taken by Derek Girth.
That's a
long shot from out is way wide, and the loose ball picked up by Connersville's Lee. Here's Rebele across the timeline. No scoreless ball game. Spartans working the ball well, and here is a great corner by Connersville's Dalton Lee.
We talk of
senior, wears number 22.
Boy,
and quickly, Union County's coach up off the bench and calls for a short timeout.
Yeah,
he's not happy with what he's seen so far.
No, he's not happy at all. And, I tell you, as Dalton Lee he's one of those kids that gets fired up. He's going to pop a vein this year. He's one of those kids, we talk about his defense, but what gets overlooked, Fran, is his 3-point shot.
That's right.
When
You're absolutely right.
When he did take him last year, he shot really, really well. So again, he's going to be our guy, our outside threat, as well as our defense. I mean, that kid's a great defender. That right there lights up the crowd. And
well, a good team, all 5 players are threats.
Yeah,
and
it should be.
And I know that's what Kerry Brown is striving for.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we got he talked about the bench not having any varsity time. So when he goes to his 6th man, that's the first time that kid's going to have any varsity experience at all, period. But
Union County on the attack.
That was shocking that coach called timeout so quickly. And there's
a
walk, good defense. Yeah, I didn't know what was going to be called on that, but he walked and...
Right. It's called for traveling. The Union County boy out of bounds. It goes to Connersville. Rebele will bring it across the timeline.
Defense.
There's number 14, Braxton. He's one of the captains of the team, along with Silcott.
Ooh, nice head
Here
fake.
is a nice move by Lee. Feeds off
beautiful.
to Belt. Dalton goes in. He tries a shot. Layup fouled.
That's what you do when you go against. Look at, he's got a sea of blue around him. Noah's not afraid at all. He goes to drive. He knows he's going to get contact. Was hoping he'd get the shot up and in, but nonetheless, he's at the line, and that kid's a free throw shooter.
Fouls on Sanford, his first, team second. Free throw shooting is Noah Belt, the number 30, hits the free throw.
You know, we saw the maturity of Noah Belt last year. Fran, his freshman year, he was content with staying behind the line and shooting threes, and he was dead on. We saw him drive.
Shot is missed. Rebounding Union County quickly up court. Number 10, Sanford, fires long. It's missed. Rebound is tipped up and in by number 22, Mason Miller.
Yeah, Miller just had to hide on that one over everyone, and he was just easily tipped that in, right place at the right time. Got to box that kid out.
Spartans up 4-2 as they control right now.
Ooh, not a good pass.
Oh, bad pass. Cross court intended for Silcott. Gary couldn't catch up with it. Turnover against the Spartans.
You know, one thing I'm impressed with, Fran, is the fact that, yeah, we've had some outside shots, but the fact that we were able to get inside, you know, some of our possessions, we got to kind of tighten it up a little bit. You can't have that kind of a mistake.
Patriots on the attack. Number 12, Preston Scott, one of their point guards. Slips the ball into a teammate along the baseline. He's in traffic, though. He can't shoot, but he does get the ball passed out. Into the corner, an open shot, which is missed. That's shot by Scott. Nice defense by the Spartans.
Yeah, very. And I tell you what, the positioning from Dalton and Reveille there was just phenomenal. I thought they were going to call over the back, but it was over the back. Yeah.
That's the third foul on Union County. The first on Durf, number 42.
You know, the Spartans are just disrupting Union County.
Yes.
Defensively, we're just disrupting Union County's offense, and you know, we just got to start gelling on offense to, you know, match our defense.
Silcott, the ball handler for Connersville as they move into front court. Number 30 fires long, went through, but it will not count.
Yeah, we can't have those away from the
22, Dalton Lee.
Foul on Spartans. Dalton Lee, the first.
Yeah, Dalton's got to cut that
game.
down.
Union County on the attack. Down 4-2.
Wow.
Loose ball picked up by Connersville. Reveille drives down. Gives to Belt. Fires long. Shot is missed. And the rebounding goes to the taller Union County.
Nice.
Board.
That's a nice hustle.
Steal by Connersville. Belt drives down. Score.
That was a beautiful defense there from Dalton Lee. He's got to watch it. You know, he gets a little too fired up in their face, but I tell you, that was incredible hustle. That's the definition right there, Fran, of hustle.
There's the ball batted away by, let's see.
That should be Connersville ball, yeah.
Give it to the Spartans. Touch last by Union County.
You know, I tell you what, this game is very physical, and you know, I'm surprised there hasn't been a lot of calls.
Here comes Connersville's first substitution. Jacob Brown, a 6'6" sophomore, comes to the game, replacing Wes Smith.
Yeah, this kid got some height first time he's on the varsity floor.
Right, yeah, he was a freshman last year, Ron.
Yeah. You know, got to watch nerves, but maybe he doesn't have nerves since he hasn't played to develop them yet. You know, boy, he's banging inside already with their big guy.
Union County on the defense. Nice pass into Brown. He feeds the ball out to Silcott, fakes his man, fires from 10 feet out and hits a two-point jumper.
You know what, I tell you what, if you have a farm, you're going to bet it when Garrett Silcott has a 10-foot shot like that, he's going to make it every time.
There's a ball shot by Union County short. Connersville grabs a rebound. Silcott goes down, fakes his man, lays it up and in. Beautiful play.
I tell you what, that was a masterful play. Look at his head fake right there, and he goes, you know, that's his bad side right there. He still gets it over the right hand, and Garrett kisses it off the glass, and he gets it for a chance for a three-point play. Beautiful play by Garrett Silcott. Boy, that kid knows how to drive.
There's a free throw coming up as that foul was called on Donovan. Silcott aims and fires and hits the three-point. Third point of the play, that on a foul. He has 5 points. The Spartans have 11 and lead by 9.
You know, I tell you what, this defense is very, very impressive, although, you know, these referees are keeping the whistles in their pockets.
So far.
Yeah, we'll see if they come out in the third and fourth quarter.
Ooh. Shot by Union County. I thought that guy walked, but the official didn't whistle. Shot is put up and in. Little baseline shot. That was Miller, wasn't it, Ron?
That's Mason Miller, yeah.
Okay, he has their 4 points, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He has all 4 of their points. Ball
out to Lee. Spartans on the defense. Silcott fires long. too hard. This time fight for the
Nice
rebound,
hustle.
taken
He
by
walked.
Brown. Whistle
Yeah.
stops play, and Jacob called for steps.
You know, I tell you what, that was a beautiful, you
Yes.
know, right there from Jacob. He just got a little too excited, and he, you know, got called for the steps. But again, that was, you know, beautiful technique to get that rebound.
It was a beautiful start of a beautiful play, I think.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it would have been
one too
beautiful.
many steps, though,
Yeah.
ended it quickly.
Yeah, that's you know, too bad. But again, I like what I've seen so far of this kid.
Yes, here are the Patriots on the attack. Nice guarding by the Spartans. Ball handler from the corner. A shot is off the mark by Union
Nice
County,
rebound.
and Brown grabs the rebound.
You know, Brown's playing like he's taller than 6'6". I mean, he's, you know, he seemed like he's taking a lot
Lee
more.
takes the ball.
That's a walk again.
And
Oh no, I thought it
there's
was
a whistle stopping play.
Yeah, I thought they were going to call Dalton for walking. I didn't see
I did
steps,
too.
but I thought for a second that the way he
Now called on Shepler, his first, team's fifth.
Dalton's going to
Couple of
take a
free
break.
throws being awarded here.
A nice play there from Jacob Brown. He's getting a nice hand as he's coming off the.
No, the
Off
ball
the
will
floor.
be put in play, a non-shooting foul. Make a correction here. Silcott will fire it into
Very dangerous.
back court and taken off by Reveille. Braxton puts it across the timeline into action. Belt drives down, tries his shot, batted away. It's tapped last by Union County, so it will be Connersville ball under their basket.
Got to be able to get it in a little earlier. That was some dangerous play. We're lucky to have it.
Silcott will flip it in. Comes into Smith, Wes Smith. Here's Silcott setting up the play for the Spartans.
Oh, I thought Reveille was going to take it, but there was nobody under the basket, so there was no reason to.
Braxton drives the baseline, left side, loose ball, fight for it. Won by the Spartans.
You know, we're just hustling. I mean, that's just.
Into the lineup is Tyler Combs, number 24 for the Spartans. There's Smith trying a jumper from the free throw lane. Was in and out, and Union County has the rebound. Driving
Nice.
down, losing the basketball was number 12, Preston Scott. Picked up by Connersville.
You know,
from
how many
the
times?
Spartans.
How many times we've done that so far tonight, Fran? You know, those little tip-aways. There it is.
Silcott hits a three. 8 points for Garrett Silcott, the point guard for Connersville, and the Spartans up by 10.
You know, and I was thinking he was starting off slow. You know, he took half a quarter before he scored, and then he's on fire since then. I don't think anything's going to put that kid out.
Scott is the ball handler. Got from out by the Patriots. Number 20 with a nice turnaround jump shot from the lane for Union County. That's Cameron Donovan. 6 points for Union County, 14 for Connersville with seconds on the first quarter clock. Silcott works the ball, tries his shot from the free throw lane. A jumper that goes through, and the Spartans have a commanding 10-point lead at the first break.
I tell you what, you talk about commanding is right. I mean, this defense has been phenomenal. It's been very physical out there. I'm surprised there has been a lot more fouls called. I mean, Union County has 5, but I've seen them commit more than that, and I've seen us commit more than 1. So the whistles are definitely in the pockets of the referees. They are definitely, without question, letting them play. I hope it doesn't come out in the third or fourth quarter to ruin the momentum of this game.
Right.
But right now, we're playing phenomenally. Very impressed with our kids. You know, what can you say about Garrett Silcott? I guess the questions have been answered so far. Again, we still got a lot more to go. I mean, we just can't say that this is crowned right now and just walk out of here with a victory. Still got 3 more quarters, but I'm very impressed with what I see so far.
First 8 minutes have been good to Connersville.
Yeah, very, very good to Connersville. I mean, again, defensively wise, you know, what can you say? And, I mean, that just goes without saying. But, you know, offensive, they started getting rolling. Or they started to get rolling, and you know, again, the train is just a chugging.
16-6 at the end of the first period with Connersville out in front. Buzzer sounds, second quarter about to get underway here tonight at Spartan Bowl in Connersville. Happy to have you join us here on TV3 for our game of the week.
Yeah, check us out. YouTube.com/local TV3.
Spartans making some changes. Drew Shirk, a 6'4" senior, is in the ball game, 44. Tyler Combs, a 6' senior, wears 24. He's in the game. And Union County puts the ball in play as we begin the second quarter.
Like to see Spartans. They got number 44 in there.
Yeah, it's Drew Shirk who.
Yeah. I see him. He's getting some playing time. You know, it looks like he's bigger than 6'6".
Yeah, he's one of the taller players on the Spartans team, right? There's a shot from out, missed by Union County. A fight for the ball. Players on the floor, loose ball. No whistle by the officials. Finally, they blow the whistle. I mean, these kids were all over the floor.
Oh, yeah. I think I broke my arm watching them do that. I mean, that was just some very physical contact right there for the boys. And you got Schreck in there who.
The moisture on the floor. And the ref will
do
the janitorial duties here.
Yeah. I saw Noah in there pushing it with his leg.
Spartan ball. Belt and Silcott will bring it into front court for CHS. Dalton Lee beats out to Combs. Number 24, Tyler Wares. Back to Silcott in the lane. Puts one up from about 10 feet out. A little bit too hard. Comes off the rim and into the hands of a Union County boy.
Yeah, that was the definition of Garrett, the way he drives. There were two guys on him. He didn't care. He still went.
Spartans fall back on defense. Union County drives the lane. Layup missed. Foul called on Connersville.
Yeah,
a couple of free throws coming up for a Union County boy.
Yeah, they were getting Holmes on that one.
Number 24.
Almost got burnt. Just came around, got from behind. They'll call that every time.
That foul is on Combs. That's the second team foul of the Spartans. Union County misses from the free throw line. Donovan will get a second attempt.
Holmes over there talking to Bottomley, his JV coach.
Second free throw is
that's a lane violation.
But it is ruled not good because the official said the shooter stepped over the line.
Yeah, wow.
Union County having problems.
Yeah, they are.
Part of it is the defense of the Spartans, but they are also kind of shooting themselves in the foot a couple of times.
Yeah, without question they are. And again, we talked about the nerves playing a factor. And, you got to be, with this game, there's a lot of nerves to start off.
Ball worked around by Connersville.
And the way that the Spartans are playing aggressive defense, really just smash mouth defense, that adds to the nervousness from Union County. And that's an NBA three.
Silcott fires long, missed, fight for the rebound, touch last by Connersville, out of bounds, Union County.
Yeah, that was, wow. They made it great, but, again, you got to make sure if you're going to make those shots, make sure you got somebody underneath there for the rebound.
Up court comes Union County, trailing by 10 points here in the second period. Shot goes to the side.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Good man-to-man defense by Connersville.
I'm surprised Miller is so far outside.
From the baseline corner, a shot missed by Union County, and the Spartans grab the rebound. Up court, Lee.
Yeah, I tell you what, Noah Belt doesn't get.
Dalton drives the lane, loses the ball momentarily. Picked up by Connersville, put up and in by. That was Shirk, wasn't it?
Drew Shirk right there got inside for that and just put it up, right place at the right time. Like to see him get some of his first varsity points.
Yes. My view was partially blocked. Here's a charging foul called on a Union County boy.
Yeah, he's not happy with that call at all. That's Donovan's second. I was mentioning earlier about, as you see him coming up and.
Foul called on Donovan. That is his first, team sixth. Shirk comes out of the ball game for Connersville. Combs comes in. Noah Belt will be given a rest.
Yeah, that's one thing about Noah was saying earlier. He's one of those kids that doesn't get mentioned enough for rebounds.
And Wes Smith is back in the lineup for Connersville as the Spartans move it into front court. Here's Silcott pulled out. Lee comes out to take the pass behind the free throw circle.
Well, there's a battle inside between Brown and Donovan.
This is Rebele for the Spartans. Over to Silcott. Connersville slowing it down a little bit.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. We definitely are slowing it down, and why not? We're up 18-6, but Brown is inside. Dalton definitely missed that one. He had the position.
Good ball handling by the Spartans.
Oh yeah, very good. Again, just go ahead and eat the clock a little bit.
Had a few turnovers early, but like you said, it's first game jitters, I think, on both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And Union County's not really, as far as their defense, they're not as in our face as we are theirs.
There's a long shot, which is missed by Rebele, and tried to grab the rebound. Nice rebounding job by Donovan for Union County.
Yeah, he had a nice position on Brown.
Little baseline shot put up and in by number 22, Mason Miller. He's the leading point maker, isn't he? 6 of their 8 points.
Yeah, that kid, he knows how to hit them from anywhere.
He got open and put it up and in. Up court comes Connersville.
And I'm not sure if this is who this favors, this slow down offense. I mean, when it was kind of quick and in your face, it favored us. But right now, again, we're up 10. So, anything I think sort of favors us. But
what may work for the Spartans, because Union County is so anxious to get the ball. There's Silcott hitting. A 2-pointer by Garrett. Union County traveling.
Yeah. Again, that's a defense forced turnover right there.
Here's Trevor Reibold. He's a 6-foot senior at Union County, entering the ball game and going out as Preston Scott. Meanwhile, Spartans will inbound in backcourt. Rebele and Silcott will bring it across the timeline.
Again, very impressed so far with the Spartans this first half. They've played solid on offense. They've played, aggressive, let's get inside offense. I mean, they're just showing a lot of layers to their offense. Not a good pass there from Garrett. He knows it.
That pass intended for Combs along the baseline and was out of his reach, and turnover against the Spartans.
Brown had the position right there just a little bit outside his reach, and again, Garrett knew it as soon as he threw it. Not happy with himself at all.
A little over 3 minutes to go here
nice
in the first half. Nice steal by Silcott. Fast breaking up court. Fires it up, missed. Rebound is taken by Rebele out to Lee. Back out to Rebele. Cross court to Wes Smith.
That was a beautiful play there from Rebele to trail and get the rebound and just
setting up. Apparently going to eat some clock here. Driving down is Smith, stops at the baseline, and a pass knocked away by a Union County boy, so Connersville will keep possession. Noah Belt returns to the lineup for Connersville. Combs goes to the bench.
I'm very, very happy with seeing Jacob Brown get some, good minutes in this ball game.
Silcott is the ball handler behind the free throw circle. Drives down. Feeds off, loose ball.
Again,
finally,
that was
battle for the loose ball won by Wes Smith. Feeds to Belt, who drives the lane and pops one in from about 6 feet.
Like the fact that Noah Belt knows how to drive.
6 for Noah. Spartans go up 22-8. Long shot is good by Union County's Mason Miller, a 3-pointer, and that makes the Union County fans happy. He has 9 points. His team has 11.
Yeah, he's a one-man wrecking crew
That's
right there.
I mean,
yeah, you can't give that guy that much time, at all, and we're going to definitely correct that.
He's a good shooter.
Yeah.
Here's Lee firing, and a 3 by Dalton Lee behind the circle. He has 6 points, and the Spartans go up 25-11.
What you do, I can do as well, and maybe even a little bit better is the answer to that.
Union County works the ball near the basket. Shot is short. Rebound by Connersville.
I tell you what, Dalton Lee, I'm losing weight watching that kid. He's so, fast.
That's
sick.
Silcott. I don't know how he made that one, but he did.
He did. I mean, that kid is, he's just unbelievable. He's an acrobat.
You're right. Absolutely. That's the word.
Oh, there,
the ball.
Noah. Now look at this circus shot right here, Fran. He's coming in, and he splits the defenders right there, and he just ups it up with his right hand. He called that, that's a horse shot right there.
Union County ball there was tapped out of bounds by Connersville under the Union County basket, so the Patriots will inbound with a minute in the first half clock. Spartans on their defense, man-to-man defense. Tried to spring a man loose.
Yeah,
they finally did, but he steps out of bounds. Number 10, Sanford, was working the baseline. They got the ball to him, but it was his forward motion carried him out of bounds.
His whole body went out of bounds,
yeah.
and the ref finally saw it when he about hit him. But I tell you what, when you play that good a defense, it forces the offense of the other team to do too much. And Union County right now is just trying to do a little bit too much. And again, our defense is just absolutely phenomenal tonight. Textbook Kerry Brown defense,
yes.
Fran.
If you want a defensive lesson,
you just watch these kids.
Kerry Brown.
Yeah, you're absolutely
watch a
right.
Kerry Brown coach team, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spartans will eat the clock with 20 seconds remaining as Silcott pulled out almost at half court.
I would almost, with Garrett,
he may shoot from there.
He may shoot from there. He's probably going to drive from there. Give him under 10 seconds.
It goes to Lee as they begin moving now. With
here he goes. He's
just seconds remaining. Silcott goes to Belt, and almost a steal by a Union County boy. A last second shot by Belt misses, and we've played a half here at Spartan Bowl tonight in this season opener with Union County. The score is 27-11 in favor of Connersville. At the end of the first break, it was 16 Connersville, Union County 6. Ron's working on the scoring, and he'll have it here shortly. A very impressive first half by Connersville on both ends of the floor. And Ron, if you'd have told me before this ball game we'd have a score like this at halftime, I wouldn't have agreed.
I tell you what, here's what I thought that this ball game would be. I thought it would be either a blowout with us or a very tight ball game again, because we had a lot of questions that needed to be answered for the Spartans. One of those questions is, again, we talked about it pregame. How is this team going to be without Grant and Bo? The team last year, the past couple of years ran through Grant and Bo. Garrett Silcott was a very strong supporting character, but what we didn't really realize until now was that Garrett was just on the even playing field with Grant and Bo, and now he is fully in charge of this team. And I tell you what, he's been very, very impressive. I mean, very, very impressive with the way that he's played offensively and defensively.
Yes.
But also as well, we talked about the defense of Dalton Lee and Braxton Reveley. You can't roll. Those guys have been awesome tonight. So very, very impressed with our boys.
Well, you can't be surprised at the defense of Dalton Lee, because we saw that last year.
Yeah, we saw that last year. I mean, the kid is very, very fast. Braxton Reveley, every time he's on the floor, he's giving up 5, 6, 7 inches to these players, but he's playing like he's their height.
Absolutely. Yeah. It doesn't bother him that he's a short guy.
Yeah, he's definitely, he plays like he's 7 foot tall.
That's right.
Unbelievable. Scoring for the Union County Patriots, very, very simple. Cameron Donovan has 2 points. Mason Miller has 9 for their 11 points. For the Connersville Spartans, they are led by all-world players so far. Garrett Silcott, he has 14 points. Dalton Lee has 6. Tyler Combs Noah Belt has 5. And Drew Schreck has 2 points for the Connersville Spartans. Glad that Drew got on the board.
I'm real impressed with the play of this ball game so far.
Yeah, very, very impressed.
And I'm a little surprised that Union County is committing as many turnovers as they have.
Well, a lot of the turnovers that they're committing, I think, is because of how good our defense is. Again, when you're playing
they're
that
forced,
good,
yes.
And they're forced, but they're also mental as well, and we've gotten into their head.
Yes.
And again, I think that right there, again, when you play that good of defense, you force the other team to get out of their comfort zone and to do things that they won't normally do, and they try to force the issue, and that's what Union County's doing. That's why they have all those turnovers. We're capitalizing. We're up 16.
And the Spartans are taking advantage of the turnovers. That's the important part.
That is the most important part. If the team's going to give you an opportunity, you need to take it from them. You got to take it from them.
We're at halftime here at Spartan Bowl tonight. 27-11 is the score. favor of Connersville. As we mentioned, they had a 10-point lead at the first break, 16-6. So a very impressive 60 minutes by the Spartans, and I'm sure Jesse Moses is talking to his Chargers in the locker room to try to settle them down.
You know, that's the key right there. Calm down. I think that's what he's telling them. Calm down. Get rid of those nerves. The first half's over. We can't do anything about it. You got to play Union County basketball. But again, against this Connersville defense, and they're forcing them outside their comfort zone, and I believe they're going to do it even more this second half. Connersville, the faithful, they're loving it. You know, again, this you couldn't have drew this up any better.
I'm anxious to see what changes are made. I'm not sure Kerry Brown will make any changes. But
well, you know, again, I don't think he should make any changes other than just keep the intensity, keep the momentum, don't do anything stupid. We have seen the kids in the past, last year, get a big lead and just, you know, try alley-oops when necessary, you know, try behind-the-back passes. You know, let's not do that. Fundamental all the way for the next 16 minutes. Let's walk out of here with a victory. Let's not develop bad habits this early in the season, not at all. Keep doing what you're doing right now. You'll walk out of here with a victory.
Union County is a team that comes to Spartan Bowl every year, and it's a crazy atmosphere. This is what high school basketball is all about.
Oh, this is the definition of Hoosier hysteria right here. The faithful love it. We have people that come from out of town back to see family. They come to this ball game. They make it a tradition. It is a tradition in this area. Union County is a formidable opponent. We love them. They love coming here. I believe a lot of the fans walk from Union County. I don't know if the basketball players do. If they do, they need to not do that anymore. Conserve their energy as they walk here, or as they get here. But again, yeah, this is Hoosier hysteria at its finest. You know, again, we are blessed to have this facility here in Fayette County.
That's sort of a tradition that you talked about. Some of the classes members at Union County will dribble a basketball the 11 miles from Union Liberty to Connersville.
I'm out of breath thinking about that, friend. I mean, I'm out of breath right now thinking about that. You know, again, that's a tradition. You know, the kids look forward to that. And, you know, again, these fans walk out of here, Union County, you know, they love this facility as well. They love the tradition. You know, they got family members from out of state that come here just for this ball game. Again, great rivalry. Glad it continues, and we're glad to be a part of it. Blessed.
So probably Union County, one of their toughest teams. They're a Class 2A with 444 students. Connersville is a Class 4A with 1,111. But the classes don't mean a thing. They only become relevant after the regular season and during tournament play.
Yeah, during tournament
so
play.
Classes mean nothing during the regular season.
Yeah, and again, you know, we have a different sectional this year because because of Newcastle went down to 3A. So, you know, we, you know, again, going to Richmond this year, a different sectional opponents this year. So, you know, a different atmosphere, a different season. You know, again, right now, the first 60 minutes, you know, very, very excited about this Connersville Spartan basketball team.
We're at halftime at Spartan Bowl here in Connersville, 27-11. The scoreboard reads in favor of CHS. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll return with the second half of tonight's game here on the TV3 Game of the Week.
Bigfoot or
play basketball.
boy found.
Second half time here at Spartan Bowl tonight, and Cameron Donovan, number 20, will be putting the ball in play for the Union County team. 27-11, the Spartans out in front. Ball back on defense.
You know, one thing Union County needs to do is get other players involved in scoring, and that's a block.
Foul called on Connersville. That'll be on Braxton Reveille, number 14.
Yeah, very close. Not sure. I thought he took a step or two before. He did a couple bounces, but nonetheless, the guys in stripes didn't see it, and Reveille got busted on his.
That's his first foul.
Yeah, we were very impressive with
Non-shooting
fouls.
foul. Number 12 fires long and hits a 3 for Union County, Preston Scott.
Yeah, again, Union County needs to get other players involved and not just Miller. You know, Donovan got on the scoreboard, but that was it. Miller had 9 of their 11, and now Scott's on the board with 3.
Wes Smith is the ball handler. Now Belt. Spartans have their original starting 5 in there right now as we get underway in the second half.
You know, again, Kerry talked about how he didn't have any varsity experience on the bench. They got it now, and they did very well.
Ball taken by Belt. Fires and hits. A 2-pointer.
Well, you might as well just go ahead and gave him 2 points on that. When you give Noah that time and that open space, he's going to hit that every time.
Spartans go up by 15. Yeah, you can't let that guy open.
Not at all.
There's number 20 up close, taking a nice pass from a teammate, and Cameron Donovan scores up close for Union County. He has 4 points, and they've scored 5 points here in this second half so far. Here's Belt driving down, getting around a couple of Union County defenders and laying it up and in. 9 points for Noah Belt.
You know, like the way Noah knows how to get inside and drive. He's not just an outside threat. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, wow.
Almost a steal by Connersville.
Wow, another one.
Another almost steal, but Union County keeps control.
You know, and Noah wasn't even
number
looking.
10 fiering and missing for the Patriots, but a teammate picks the ball up and in, and Preston Scott hits. He has 5 points.
Now 5
and the
points.
Patriots are playing better right now than they did in the first half, first of the ball game, Ron.
Yeah, they sure are. You know, nerves are gone from those guys. Again, getting other players involved and, you know, kind of solving the riddle of the defense so far. But the Spartans, you know, still have that lead of 13. Might as well slow it down, eat some clock. Oh, and there goes Dalton. Beautiful.
Here's Dalton.
Ooh, nice.
Dalton Lee driving
Call
down,
Scott
missing on a layup attempt. There is a foul called.
You know, again, that was a nice drive from Dalton. You know, again, nice positioning there from Smith. You see him get that rebound and, you know, reached in there from Preston Scott.
In the lineup for Union County, number 44, Denton Shepard.
Foul called on Scott, his second of Union County. Each team has 1 foul here in the second half. We're just beginning, getting it underway here at Spartan Bowl. Connersville has the ball. Lee out to Belt, fires long.
Yes.
That's a 3. I know Belt, like you said, Ron, they better not. If you leave him open.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's got it.
12 points for Noah Belt.
You know, Noah just has that shot, you know, that you just know when it's going to go in, no matter where he's at.
Shot
I mean,
by Union County is out.
Beautiful
Nice
play.
rebound and turnaround jumper put up and in by Donovan. He has 6 points.
Yeah, Kerry's not liking what he's seeing.
Now he wants to make some adjustments here as Spartans have a 14-point lead, but
You know, just not playing this smash mouth, not playing as aggressive defensively as we have that first half, and Union County's taking advantage of that. You know, again, just get back to what we were doing before. He's not happy at all, again, with his defensive efforts. You know, again, get in their face. You know, again, I think the Chargers are going to respond for that.
I'm wondering if they're going to slow it down a little bit.
But, you know, and we have. We've slowed it down just a little bit, yeah. But, again, you know, we just can't, if we slow it down offensively, we can't slow it down defensively.
That's true.
We got to still keep being smash mouth. We got to still, that may be the new saying of the season. I mean, the way that they played that first half. Again, you know, just play aggressively, but not too aggressively on defense. And don't fall asleep defensively if you're going to slow it down offensively.
Well, it seemed when they slowed it down that Union County just couldn't wait to get the ball.
Oh, no, they couldn't.
In doing so, they made some mistakes.
Here's Jacob Brown, and again, like to see that these kids are getting some valuable experience. And, you know, Jacob Brown impressed me. Shirk impressed me. So did Combs.
Yes.
When they were out there. So, you know, again, our bench, you know, getting a lesson fast.
Spartan ball. Here's Belt. Man-to-man defense by Union County. Neither team has went to a zone tonight. Silcott has the ball. Back over the belt, out to Lee.
You know, again, Union County, you go man-to-man. I mean, they definitely, without question, have the height. But again, we have the speed, as you know, been illustrated by the fact that we've been able to get inside.
I think they are playing some keep away, Ron.
Well, you know, Union County's defense has just really picked it up as well, and that's probably why we're you know, not being in a rush. But there goes Noah, and that's a foul on him.
Here's a little jump shot by Belt, but
that's his second.
Not going to be.
Now watch this right here.
Counted because
can't put your shoulder down.
Calls for a foul, his second.
Yeah, right
Team's
there.
second.
You know, again, I like you know, Noah's hey, I'm just going to go inside, but you know, gotta watch how you go inside, and you know, can't put that shoulder down. And you know, how many of those have we had tonight? Again, those tip-aways like that.
There's Trevor Reibolt, number 14's off the bench and into the game for Union County, a 6-foot senior. The ball handler behind the free throw circle.
Union County trying to go inside a little bit more this quarter.
Yeah, they're trying to penetrate the Spartans defense.
You know, they've been a little bit more successful this, you know, with plays like that. But again, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful by Jacob.
Oh, nice defense by Connersville's Jacob Brown. He batted that ball away, and Spartans picked the ball up. Shot is attempted. It didn't go through. It wouldn't have counted because traveling called on the Spartans.
Yeah, he's not liking that, but you know, again, that's can't. He was hoping he wouldn't get called, but you know, again, we're matching them turnover for turnover. We're not getting any points right here. Again, we're up 14, so that you know, gives us a little bit of cushion, but can't again develop these bad habits.
That was in and out by
Union
County's Mason Miller at a three-pointer, which started to drop and came back out. There's a foul coming up. They're on Garrett.
Yeah, that was on Garrett. Yeah, look at it right there. Look, both of them are hooking.
His first, team's third.
Yeah, you know, you grab each other's arm like that, and it's, you know, generally the guy that they see them first. That was a pass,
nice
apparently.
Rebounding by Union County's Donovan, and he lays it up and in. They're down by 12 here in the third period. Spartans on the attack. Nope.
Yeah, again, you know, we just got to
an open man, can't find any, so he starts to drive with the ball. Now Reveille comes out, back to Belt, drives down, feeds off. Shot tempted by Connersville, missed. Loose ball picked up by Union County for a second, and then the Spartans have it, and here's Silcott hits another three. 17 points for Garrett. He was
he definitely
just in
nice hustle there.
There's a loose basketball, fight for it, players on the floor. It's going to be called out of bounds to Connersville.
You know, good news.
To Union County, touched last by the Spartans.
You know, good news, Fran. Jacob Brown's a sophomore.
Yes.
Yeah, that's real good news.
Jacob Brown comes out for Connersville. Tyler Combs, number 24, replaces him.
You know, like that kid, like his hustle, like his aggressiveness, he's only going to get better, and we're going to be blessed to witness that all season long.
Union County ball. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Spartans on defense. Here's Reibolt for Union County. Feeds off to a teammate who fires long. Number 22, Miller. He got missed. Here's Silcott. Quickly up court. Gets around a couple of defenders. Feeds the ball out. Goes to Dalton Lee.
And you see
pulled out almost at midcourt.
I tell you what, Reveille, you know, saved that right there with that excellent boxing out. That was phenomenal. That, again, that's a textbook. That's a teaching moment. That's a foul on
Belt
14.
trip, falls down, loses the ball. Oh no, we were calling a foul.
14.
I believe so.
Foul number 14, Trevor Reibold, his first.
That's the first on Reibold. Team's second.
You know, they've cleaned, you know, Union County's cleaned up on their fouls. They had about 5 at this point in the first half.
Shirk and Wes Smith come into the game for the Spartans. Reveille and Lee go out. Spartans ball. Silcott feeds Combs, drives to the baseline, gives out to
beautiful.
Smith. Oh, nice move by Wes Smith, and he was fouled. Lays it up and in.
I tell you what, he split those defenders perfectly, Fran, as he was driving to the glass. Look at that right there. 3 of them around him, and he just got enough room and kissed it off the glass, and he's at it. The line for 3.
Foul called on Miller, his first, team's third. Wes Smith tries for a three-pointer and got it.
Yes, like that from Wes Smith.
Boy, free throws can win ball games.
Yeah, they can. And we've seen us win ball games with free throws and the other team not making them. So.
Yes.
Nice
steal by Silcott. Quickly up court, fast break, lays it up. Shot won't go for him, but he'll be at the line for a couple of free throws.
Yeah, I tell you what, you knew he was going to go all the way on that, and just got just a little too hard right there.
Foul called on Scheffler of Union County, his second, team's fourth. Silcott hits the first 2 free throws.
I think he only shot like 70-something% free throws last year, which
he
was down for him.
He was close to 80, I think.
Yeah, which is down for him. He was,
that's right.
upper 80s his sophomore year. Ooh, that was terrible.
Oh, that was way short.
Yeah, he's never done that before.
No, I've never seen that from Garrett.
Yeah, we were talking about his free throw shooting. I think he was trying to fix the net. That's what he was trying to do. Yeah. Garrett's over there talking with Miller. Miller's giving him a hard time about it.
A minute and a half to go in the third period. Connersville up 41-22. Union County has the ball.
As aggressive as this game is, as hard as it's been.
Driving down.
Nice.
Had the layup put up and in by number 12, Preston Scott. He has 7 points for the Patriots.
This game, very physical, but very good sportsmanship on both sides. I mean, these kids respect each other, and I like to see that.
Connersville in control with just over a minute to go in the third period. Belt has the ball, drives to the baseline, can't get a shot away, but feeds out. The Spartans may be waiting for that clock to tick down. Almost a steal by Union County.
Yeah, again, they're getting more aggressive defensively.
Yes. Out to Smith. Spartans will go for a final shot with 40-some seconds remaining.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is
Belt
just
proves
beautiful.
me wrong. He goes up, lays it up
he
and
did
in.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do that too, but Dalton had other plans.
I said, I don't think we'll wait till the final second.
No, again, Noah just, again, getting inside a lot this year, or this game. I like to see that.
Loose ball by Union County rolls out of bounds. Spartan ball.
I like his physicalness. I like the way that he, again, Noah's showing a side of him that we haven't seen, and, I love it.
I think the Spartans have showed a lot of poise for a first game.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Again, that was the thing that we talked about. We were worried about nerves. Union County had the nerves. We didn't. We came out firing on all. That was very dangerous.
In play by Silcott, takes the inbound pass, tries and guess what? Garrett Silcott scores.
Yeah, he does, believe it or not.
He only has 20 points, and we have a quarter to go yet.
Yeah, he's,
Number 14 fires off the front rim for Union County, and Reveley grabs the rebound. Belt tries a pass that is too long, intended for Wes Smith along the baseline. Out of his reach, so the turnover will give the ball to Union County with 8.2 seconds remaining in the third period.
I thought
Belt comes out and Lee comes in for CHS in one of the guard spots.
Yeah, I thought they were going to maybe do an alley-oop on that one right there, but
yes. Quickly up court, number 10 for Union County, Sanford. A loose ball picked up, and a last second shot by Union County will not drop, and we played 3 quarters here tonight.
Yeah,
we Spartans have a 45-24 lead.
Union County came out, they cut the lead to 13. I think that was the closest they got, Fran. And they looked like they were, out hustling us. We kind of slowed things down a little bit, but, we sort of picked it up that second half of that third quarter. And, the ship is definitely sailing our direction. The momentum is clearly on our side. And we saw a lot of, good driving there from Noah. Again, the defense kind of started clamping down, and again, very, very impressed so far with what I'm seeing.
An 18-point third quarter for Connersville, and Union County scored 13 points in that 8 minutes of play.
Yeah, 21-point lead. you know, it could have gone either way. I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to see. I was hoping to see this. Obviously, I'd be lying if I told you that this was going to happen. But you know, again, I don't think there's any more questions what type of team this is. You know, we picked up where we left off last year. I mean,
it's good balanced scoring, isn't
yes,
it, Ron?
Very much so, absolutely.
Of course, we have Garrett Silcott setting the pace.
Yeah.
And right behind him is Belt.
Yeah, absolutely. Belt is behind us. I'm looking at him. He's got what? He's in double digits. You got Wes and Drew and Dalton on the board.
Spartans will inbound as we start the fourth period here at Spartan Bowl tonight. Hope you're enjoying the TV3 game of the week. Connersville, Silcott feeds off to Smith, who tries a shot.
That came from his hip.
And he will have a couple of free throws.
Yeah, that was on his hip on that, man. He, you know, wow. And watch this right here as Wes gets the ball, and he just kind of, I thought it was a little bit lower.
Called on Joey Weller of Union County. Free throw by Wes Smith is good. Wes wears number 32. Here's his second free throw coming up.
Yeah, we don't give Wes that much credit for defense, but follow your shots. He would have got it.
A little bit too hard on that second free throw. He has 4 points in the game. Union County has the basketball.
Ooh, that hit him right in,
There's the ball that is fought for, and Reveille wins the battle for Connersville.
You know, and that's just out hustling right there. I mean, that's right there. You know, again, hustle's the key word, and
Lee hits a 3 behind the free throw circle. He has that 9 points. There's a shot put up and in by a Union County boy. I believe that was Sanford who scored.
Yeah, that sure was.
And he was fouled, so he has a possible 3-point play coming up for the Patriots.
Reveille got called on that one. That's his second.
Wes Smith and Combs comes out for Connersville. Combs is back in. Free throw is good by number 10, Sanford.
Believe it or not, that's his first 3 points. And he's one of those players that does a lot for Union County and got to get it over the line.
Belt feeds to Reveille underneath. Combs shot. Oh no for the big sophomore, 6'6".
Yeah, he was too excited on that one, I think. Ooh, that was
a little bit too far under, I think. And the rebound goes to Union County, and a shot from the corner is missed by the Patriots. Well, the Spartans defense has really kept Union County from hitting those long shots.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and their defense is forcing them to make those long shots.
Yes.
You know? And then when they get inside, they're met by a wall of Spartans. You know, the Spartans have that speed where if you beat one of them, you know, the other guy's going to be right there at you.
Ball to work into Combs.
Yes!
And Jacob puts it up and in and was fouled.
Yes, Jacob got inside, got the call.
Foul called on 20 to Cameron Donovan. His second, team 6. Here is number 50, the 6'6" sophomore, Jacob Brown at the free throw line.
Yeah, you see him right there, and he, went up and used his strength to get that in there.
Shot too hard. Rebounding Union County boy, number 20, Donovan. Patriots will move it in the front court. Driving down, going in for a shot. Foul called. The basket will count by Scott. And the foul will be on Connersville's Reveille, his third.
You can't have that.
Number 12 at the line. He's a 5'8" senior at Union County. He looks a little bit taller than that, right?
Yeah, he does.
I think he makes the free throw. Nice shot by the Union County boy. Spartans bring the ball up court. Over guarding by Union County will give the ball out of bounds to Connersville. Still caught with fouled.
Yeah, they're right
That's
there.
the 7th foul, so the Spartans will be at the line.
Yeah, I was wondering what they were going to do. I saw the 7 up there, so
Silcott's free throw is a little bit too hard, and nice rebounding Union County.
We got to start putting them. I mean, even though we're up 21, this is where we put the pedal to the metal by making those free throws.
Yes. But as the coach would say, let's finish the game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. That nailed Braxton right in the face.
Ball knocked away.
That kid's tough, Braxton Reveley. Again, he takes a lot of hard fouls. You're going to see him take one there in the noggin right there. Ooh, he's probably, Braxton, he's probably hoping it bled.
One of these kids that reminds me, I fear nothing.
Oh, he doesn't. And he'll be out there even if he's bleeding. He don't care. Just tape him up. He'll go out there.
Ball comes in to Silcott. There's Reveley driving down, feeding off to Lee. Had an open shot but didn't take it.
Yeah.
Feeds to Belt. Lee misses on the shot, but there is Brown to tip it up and in.
I like that. We were shocked that Lee didn't take it and then Noah missed, but the big man's inside. And, again, I like that kid is a freshman.
5.5 on the clock.
Or sophomore,
53 to 30. Down court, shot attempted by a Union County boy. Ball batted away.
Good.
Knocked out by Brown, so Union County will inbound, and flipping it in will be Ryan Hensley. There's a timeout taken by Connersville, a short one.
Yeah, that Jacob Brown right there. Again, coming soon. We may have 3D TV here with TV3. Again, Jacob Brown, again, very impressed. Again, you and I talked about how, none of these kids, Fran, have had the experience varsity that's coming off the bench.
That's right.
Obviously, our starters have.
Yes, Belt and Silcott had the most experience of any of the players. And Lee had some.
Reveley's had some.
Right, Wes Smith had some.
Yep.
So,
but as far as starters, we only have 2 starters coming back from last year, and again, that's Belt and Garrett.
Yes.
But our bench, again, that was the big question. How was our bench going to respond?
Right.
And they've responded phenomenally.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they have responded phenomenally. As somebody's doing some backflips and
some gymnastics across the way. The crowd likes.
Yeah, well, that's one of our former cheerleaders. He is out there, and he's showed them how it was done during his day.
Union County ball.
Nice steal,
control.
Another one.
Another takeaway by Connersville, and Silcott will walk it across the timeline. 5 minutes to play.
Unbelievable.
There's Reveley handling the ball.
A lot of bodies.
Works the Belt, drives down, whistle stops play. Foul going to be called on a Union County boy.
And before the shot, but it'll still go to the line.
Foul called on Shepler of Union County. Their 8th team foul. Belt was fouled. Noah will be at the line for a free throw. If he makes it, he'll get a bonus. And he will not get a bonus. He hits the front rim.
Yeah, we've missed a lot of free throws here this last half of the.
Yes.
We can't be having
driving down a Union County boy. Wild shot. Spartans defense forced that shot to be way off the mark, and the rebound goes to Connersville.
Yeah, it goes to Jacob Brown, who showed some poise right there, and was waiting until he got an open man before he passed it. He's just camping out there.
Dalton Lee driving around. His defenders went in for a layup and scored. Foul.
Dalton's not afraid. Dalton's not afraid at all to drive against anybody. No. He has the speed to be able to do that, Fran, as you see him right here. Just that little bit of a lane, and he's not going to stop. And when he saw it, he took it.
Foul called on a Union County boy. We'll send to the line.
Wow.
Dalton Lee. Like you, I'm a little concerned about this free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, we're up 25, but still, we could be up 35, and this could come back and bite us against conference teams.
Good defense by Connersville. There's a shot by Union County with will miss. The rebound by a Patriot. It misses, and the rebound grabbed by Union County, but it's lost out of bounds by the Patriot.
Yeah, I think that was over aggressive on Union County. Both of those guys were going against it, or going against the ball, and that caused them to not get the ball.
Connersville will inbound, pressed by Union County.
Got to get it
Belt
in.
Finally gets the ball inbounds, but it passes intercepted by a Union County boy. Three-pointer from the corner by Trevor Rival for the Patriots. It was a nice shot run.
Yeah, that was a good shot there from Trevor. Again, he anticipated the steal. And, again, we can't be developing bad habits. And, again, we're up 22. But, you just, again, like you said, we got to play till the game's over.
That's right.
And right now we're playing sloppy.
Yes, the Spartans lose control of the ball. Union County will inbound here. Substitutions. Brown and West Smith out of the game for Connersville. Lee comes back in. Union County almost a steal by Connersville, but Tyler Combs couldn't quite pull it off. Union County with a turnaround jump shot. Missed, but put up and in by a Patriot, Donovan. 10 points for Donovan. Now the Spartans quickly up court. Silcott sets the offense. A little over 3 minutes to be played in tonight's game. Spartans with a lead of 20 points.
Yeah, I had a 25-point lead about 30 seconds ago. Again, some bad habits creeping in.
Right. Here's Lee. Spartans working the ball now as the second tick off. Right. The clock is on their side, so.
Yeah, definitely is on their side, again.
Right, they don't have to shoot. That's the thing. There's a collision of players, a loose basketball, but a save by Belt for Connersville as he goes into backcourt.
Oh, he's going to drive all the way like that.
Drives down, goes in for a shot, misses, but he was fouled.
Yeah, he got a hard foul right there.
Face, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like he got nailed in the face. But
right.
Again, he knows where he's at. Got clubbed right there in the face. You saw that, but he knows where he's at. That's why he was going for the shot there. Double bonus right now. Got to make free throws. We haven't made a few in a while.
Now called on Hensley. The free throw is good by Belt.
Again, that's awareness with Noah there, knowing where he's at.
Hensley leaves the lineup for Union County and replaced by Joey Weller.
That's one thing Carey's probably going to work with the boys is at the line. We've left, 6-7 points on the line right there.
Second free throw, Belt hits. It's the Spartans up by 22 points. 16 for Belt. Long three-pointer, nice shot, put up and in by Weller, number 32 for the Patriots.
I thought he walked there for a second.
I thought so. Spartans working the ball.
Yeah,
over 2 minutes left to play.
Yeah, again, just working the clock right there. I mean, they could have possibly taken a shot, but you're up 20. Let's go ahead and just.
Here's Lee trying to get around the defender. The foul called on Union County. It's called on Weller, and fouled was Lee. Dalton moves to the free throw line. That is good.
You shouldn't really be afraid at free throw lines. Again, we missed like 3 or 4 in a row, and now we've got a couple in a row.
Drew Shirk coming into the lineup for Connersville, replacing Combs. Second free throw by Dalton Lee for Connersville is good. 13 points. Long shot from out is missed by Union County. Fight for the rebound. Shirk brings it off for Connersville. Gives to Silcott quickly up court. Pass to Belt.
Oh, wow, what a nice save. Wow.
He was headed out of bounds, but he flipped the ball behind him, and it goes to a teammate.
Union County's way over the limit, but we've seen a lot more fouls that weren't called. Again, and just not for Union County, for ours as well.
Yes.
We've had some calls that weren't called, or some fouls that weren't called.
Drives down, feeds off to Shirk, fakes his man, layup good by Drew Shirk. He's a 6'4" senior for Connersville, 4 for Drew tonight.
You gotta like that.
Have a minute left in tonight's ball game. Long shot from out is missed by Union County. That shot was attempted by Weller.
And Dalton got nailed in the ear. He's not happy as they're cleaning house right now, up 23. Everybody's coming out. Again, like the fact that our bench is getting a lot of playing time.
Have all new players in there right now. Number 5, Dalton Ailes, is on the floor for CHS. Like the ball up court, being guarded closely, but getting it into territory for the Spartans is the 6-foot junior Dylan Logan, number 34.
Yeah, he's going to get his opportunity to get on the scorebooks like
That's
that.
Right. That foul was called on Fields of Union County.
Yes.
Free throws on the mark.
Yeah, I like Dylan gets on the scoreboard. I like that.
Shot from out is missed by Union County. Fight for the rebound. And number 34 pulls it off. This is Dylan Logan. He's a 6-foot junior. Steal by Union County and driving down for a closing shot, missed. Shot was as close as you can get to the
Yeah, that is the closest you can get right
Union
there.
County guy couldn't get it to drop. Up court comes Connersville. Shirk is fouled. He'll be at the line. Foul called on number 50, Luke Haas. He's a 6'5" senior at Union County. Commits a foul. Shirk will be at the line. Too hard.
Yeah, again, got to work on those free throws.
Second free throw by Shirk. This one was also missed. Number 40 grabs a rebound for the Patriots. They'll bring the ball up court.
Oh, did he pick on Logan on that?
Whistle stopping play.
Yeah, they're going to call Dylan on that.
I believe. Dylan Logan is called for the foul.
Yeah, and we only have 6. We still got a foul to give.
That's right. That's number 6, and so it's a non-shooting foul. Here's Union County. Boys stopping in the free throw lane, trying to a shot which is missed, and the last second shot will drop by Union County as Blake Fields gets a jump shot to drop for him just as the buzzer sounds. So it counts, and that's the 39th and 40th point for the Union County team here tonight at Connersville. But they trail and lose by 23. 63-40 is the final. You have the scoring already?
Yeah, I believe it or not, I do. I have the scoring so quickly for the Spartans. Again, very impressive for the Connersville Spartans. We'll get to their scoring, but again, 3 players in double digits. You got to like that. For Union County, Cameron Saford had 3 points. Preston Scott had 10. Trevor Rybold had 3. Cameron Donovan had 10. Mason Miller had 9. He had all 9 in the first half. Got shut out the second half. Blake Phillips had 2 points, and Joey Weller had 3 for Union County. A lot of guys got on their scoreboard, and unfortunately they came short as Connersville Spartans lit up the scoreboard. They were led by Garrett Silcott's 20 points. Jacob Brown chipped in 4. Dalton Lee chipped in 13. Noah Belt had 16.
TJ, how are you?
Wells 3.
Good to see you, man. Doing okay?
Wes Smith 3. Dylan Logan 2, and Ethan Smith for the Connersville Spartans. Again, very good scoring for the Spartans. 3 players and double digits. Gotta like that.
That's great.
Yeah, gotta like that at all.
Spartans won at every break, 16-6 at the first stop, 27-11 at halftime, 45-24 in favor of Connersville was the third quarter score. And the final again was Connersville 63, Union County 40 in the first game of the season. Now we talk to the coach about tonight's game. Coach, congratulations. A big win here tonight in this first ball game of the season.
It was. I would be lying if I didn't tell you this was a big win because we didn't know what to expect tonight.
Yes.
Different players, different roles. This game with the pre-Thanksgiving game and didn't know how kids would respond or react. So I thought it'd be a really close game for us to win by 23 points. Our kids did a lot of good things tonight.
7 players scored for Connersville.
Yeah, we had good balance in the scrimmage. We had 4 guys at 8, 7, 7, 7. I think we can have that balance. We got a few points from our two-headed center combination that came off the bench, Drew Shirk and Jacob Brown. So we got 8 points out of them altogether. If we get those kind of contributions, then we'll be okay.
You were happy with the bench. Before the game, you were a little concerned.
Yeah, I was, because we had no experience. But as I told you and I told the radio guys, the only way to get experience is to get out there and play. And, as long as you put forth great effort, you're going to have an opportunity to do some good things.
Union County was missing a lot of shots early in the game, Coach. The Spartans' defense kept them off balance, or do you think it was first game jitters?
Sometimes it's just rhythm. Could be jitters. Hopefully our defense had a little bit to do with it. But it turned out good for us. We got off to a great start with Dalton Lee hitting an open 3. And I think that kind of buoyed our confidence, and Garrett got off to a good start for us. So, Garrett especially is a veteran player. Dalton was probably our 6th man last year, so hopefully they played, relied on those experiences they had, and that's why they were more comfortable. The Union County kids, maybe they were, a little bit anxious at the beginning of the game.
They were struggling in that first half, but the second half, they picked up their play some.
Well, they started getting the ball inside, and I thought they started being the more physical team, and that in turn allowed them to have some more positive plays, whether it was throwing it in and inside out or getting some offensive rebound and second chances. So that was one of the things we talked about after the game. The only 2 things that we were negative about was, one, their intensity when it picked up. We didn't play so good, and then the press, I thought we struggled a little bit. But most of the time we played unselfishly, we played together, and we played hard, and we played pretty good defense for most of the game, and that's what we ask our kids to do.
I was impressed with the defense, but that's a typical Kerry Brown team.
Well, we just try to do certain things and do them as well as we can. And, one of the things we talk about is winning the paint or winning the lane. And I thought in the first half we were doing that. Now in the second half, when they did some good things, then they were getting more inside outs and rebounds. So it's a constant battle, just like offense is a constant battle, trying to improve it and get better.
I know you talked briefly with their coach. What did he have to say?
He was very complimentary of our kids, very complimentary of our defense, and then just, he's first-year coach and thinking about, what direction they're going to go from here. And I told him they'll be all right because they've got some good kids. They return a lot of experience, so they'll be all right.
Coach, congratulations again. A great victory to open the season here at Spartan Bowl.
Thanks, friend. Appreciate the coverage.
Ron, I'm anxious to talk to people about this game. I think all the Connersville fans have to be very, very, very pleased.
Very, very pleased. Again, one thing that the start of the game, one thing I'm thinking about for a start of the game would be the bench. That they came off the bench, got valuable playing time, and contributed very well to the overall victory of the Spartans. Kerry Brown obviously happy. The faithful walking out of here happy. Thanksgiving is going to be that much more festive tomorrow.
We talked before the game that I thought this crowd from Union County
got to take them
outnumbered, but they were roaring right along with the Spartan fans.
They always are.
And I thought, if that crowd isn't taken out of the game, they could be that 6th man on the floor.
That's right.
Union County.
In the beginning they were. But again, we played excellent defense. We were phenomenal defensively, and again, we just never stopped. We had some moments where we're going to work on. Obviously, again, Kerry's going to have this team a much better team by the end of the season. But again, right now, this is very, very impressive. Winning by 23. All the answers. There's no more questions.
I was surprised at the margin of victory by the Spartans, just simply because
there were so many unknowns.
They had so many slots to fill when Union County didn't.
Right, you're right. But again, their big player made a difference. Our big players that left, our boys stepped up. Again, Braxton Reveley didn't score today, but boy, he did very well on those big guys. He kind of shut out Miller at the end of that. That's why Miller shut out Braxton Reveley.
Union County has a nice team, and they'll win some ball games.
Yeah. Their fans are walking out of here. They're not going to go away. This is not indicative of. They just ran into a better Connersville Spartans team.
No, I'm sure their coach got a lot of answers to questions tonight about his team.
Absolutely. Again, this is his first year. He's learning his team, and again, this is a very experienced team. His first year. Again, if we played them in February, it might be a different outcome.
After one game, the Spartans are 1-0, and Union County is 0-1. Tonight's first ball game, lost by the JV team from Connersville, 41-34. Well, it's been a fun evening, Ron.
Absolutely. Again, tomorrow eating lots of turkey. It's going to be very, 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 very nice with this victory.
We appreciate everybody watching us here on TV3, and for Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schomo saying good night, everybody, from Spartan Bowl.